It went well. Conditions were pretty rough. It was really windy. So I think coming in, we just tried to stay really mentally steadfast and kind of steady in our mentality of getting up. It's great. If we get down, there's still a chance that we could come back. And we managed to string a couple breaks together and close it out pretty handily. So it was a big win.
We played well right away. I mean, we were both serving well, returning well. Nick was hitting some good lobs, so that was good against the wind.
It was 8-3, so the score would suggest that it wasn't that close. But when we started out, both teams held a couple of times. I think we got to 2-all,
yep.
And then I held for 3-2, and we broke for 4-2. Quinn held for 5-2, and we managed to get one more break in there towards the end. It was 8-3, but a lot of the games were pretty close, and we had to pull out a lot of deuce points and a lot of 40-30 opportunities. And so while it says the score was 8-3, it was probably a lot closer than that. It's looking that way. We've had a pretty steady number 1 and number 2 team all year long, and we've had the benefit of having myself, Quinn, and Harrison Lang have all been playing pretty good doubles at separate times during the year. And it's good for Quinn and I because we have some experience playing together, played together late last year and early this year, so it's good to kind of be back on the court with him. And I think it's going to kind of depend on how Harrison's feeling as well because he's been injured and had to sit this match out, but I think going forward we'd be a really good team for the Big East.
Hopefully we get better at returns, obviously. Returns are big, so we can get some more breaks in there. And just making first serves, first volleys, poaching a little bit. Being able to put the volleys away, that's one thing that I struggle with, so just getting that first volley down and winning those points.
Yeah, I'm an aggressive player at the net, so I need to close the net really hard, and Quinn's more of a baseline player, so I mean he plays from the back of the court really steady and opens up the court with a lot of angles for me and makes my job a lot easier at the net. So I think it's just being able to take control of both parts of the court.
Yeah, well, our doubles was pretty positive all the way around, so that was good. Other than obviously 1 and 2 could have gotten those wins, but we played well, and we know usually 1 and 2 are always going to give a good match, so it's not that big of a deal. Would have been nice to win that, but singles we all fought hard. I lost that first set, came back in the second, played well, and then was up 3-0 in the third. Kind of blew that one, but that's all right. I mean, he played well, so he's a good player, but I think it was a good match for all of us. Good competition.
Yeah. It's good to be out here and finally play an outdoor match as well. The conditions were something that we really had to adjust to in terms of I think there was about a 25-30 mile per hour headwind in one direction, and that really caused some concern throughout the matches, but all 6 guys fought really hard. Unfortunately, we were only able to pull out 3 of them. But I know that if we're in that situation again, which we most likely will be, Butler and Xavier will be 2 very competitive matches, and then whoever we play in the Big East tournament will as well. That I think we're going to have a more comfort level in that situation.